Hey, Teresa. How you doing?
Hey, good.
We're recording now. Woohoo! Okay. So, you were one of the founding members of Femprov. You were there when the first boards were nailed to the stage.
Yeah.
So, can you talk about that?
Sure. Gosh. So, yeah. Well, there are very few females in comedy at all doing anything. Certainly not improv, but even stand-up, not very many. And we were taking John Cantu's, I guess it was an improv workshop. I'm wondering if it was a comedy workshop. Not sure. Anyway,
Right.
taking John Cantu's workshop, which was
Where was that? At the boarding house?
at the Holy City Zoo.
At the Holy City Zoo?
Yeah, yeah. And that's when we said, oh, because then they had a women's night. And we were like, how could we perform? We could form a group. So that's how the idea came. And
Were there a lot of women in those workshops at the time?
oh gosh,
Pretty
you know,
even,
good que-
or-
I think it was pretty even, actually. Although maybe not, because I think we grabbed every woman there was to start Femprov, you know. So yeah, I don't.
Who'd you grab? Who were the women? Who else were the women? Susan Healy.
Susan Healy,
Uh-huh.
Pat Daniels,
Mm-hmm.
and Terry.
Terry Sand.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
it was us four. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I was doing workshops at that time, or
I don't think
came a
so.
little bit later.
Yeah.
Do you remember years? I know.
Well, because I
Yeah, okay,
I
okay.
really don't. That yeah, she's happy to remember my name. But as soon as Krana started his workshop at the old boarding house, we all skedaddled over there, or at least I did, and stayed forever till he moved to Fort Mason, even. So
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So you went way into
I went
the
religiously
into
on
the
every
80s
Saturday.
even, or the
yes,
90s?
absolutely.
really.
Yeah.
And what was do you
Until
remember-
he ended. Well, not quite till he ended, but yeah.
So he taught for a good.
Oh my God, decade?
30
Well,
years?
gosh, was it that long? I don't know. Wow. I'm gonna say 20 years.
Okay, that
But-
sounds about right. I
Yeah.
can look that up.
Yeah.
And do you remember what the workshops cost?
I believe they started at $3.
Woohoo!
Yes. And then went to $5.
Exorbitant
Oh my God.
increases
For
of
3 hours?
inflationary-
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the number of people in those workshops numbered anywhere from.
Oh, I'm gonna say probably 15 or 20 most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody got a nice amount of time to perform and stuff. So and Jim was very, very good about being sure that everybody got to do everything, and so yeah, very egalitarian.
Did you ever go to workshops at the Spaghetti Factory?
I sure did. What was that for?
John Elk, I think.
Oh
taught
yeah, there
those,
you go.
right.
Yeah.
Only because I remember going to the Savoy Tivoli afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't have known about it, right? So yeah, and performed a couple times too, because there was a New Year's Eve, I believe, and we performed, and somebody brought pot brownies, but didn't tell everybody that they were pot brownies, and so I had to, because and
chocolate.
sure, it's happy freaking New Year, and got on stage and went, oh my God, oh, unbelievable, yeah.
I do remember that
Woo!
show too, and it was mayhem and chaos.
Oh my
backstage.
gosh.
At some point, I even think, and it could have been the pot brownies, but it felt like we were wading in water as well. I don't know if somebody had spilled something, or if there had been some leak of some sort, or maybe it was just the hallucinatory effect of having too many pot brownies.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But that rings a bell, so maybe
Yeah,
it was.
doesn't it, though?
Yeah, it does. Huh, interesting.
Because I think they built the ramps at that point either entrance ramps or a ramp from backstage, and those shows were pretty well attended, right?
Oh yeah, they'd be full. Not that it held, you know, an enormous amount of people, but it's still, was
Good,
always
good audiences.
good audiences. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was the one time that performing there. Don't know for what group or whatever, but Robin came to play. Robin Williams. I'm not trying to drop names, and I actually it was the trial. We do a trial piece, a jury piece, legal piece. I don't know. Anyway, somebody's on trial. Anyway, so don't know if Robin was on trial or not, but at I got the Blackout line. I was like, okay,
Thank you.
thank you. That's about all. That's about. I won't be here all week. I'm done. I'm so done. So, and the line was, that's why they call me BJ. Exactly.
Okay.